The Awakening of the Chosen. Welcome to The Awakening of the Chosen. I'm Gabriel, and in the next few seconds, I want to invite you to embark on a journey that could profoundly transform the way you see yourself and the universe around you. Are you ready to find out if you were chosen for a major energy transition? Follow every moment of this video to uncover the signs that you may be entering the fifth dimension, a reality where every thought, feeling, and intuition connects directly with the divine flow of the universe. Let us explore together the mysteries and revelations that await those who are ready to accept the call of the universe. Be sure to watch until the end to understand how this change can manifest itself in your lives, bringing signs and synchronies that confirm that you are exactly where you should be. Prepare yourselves, because what we are going to reveal today could open your eyes in ways you never imagined possible. You are no longer ordinary people, but you have entered a huge energetic shift in the universe. It is no coincidence that you clicked on this video today, but rather, it is the call of the universe that has now chosen you to transition into the fifth dimension. Are they feeling others' emotions more intensely, even without any verbal exchange? You may receive signs from the universe about this shift in the coming days. At that moment, you will feel as if a veil is about to be lifted from your eyes, after which you will face the profound truth about the world and about yourself. This experience is like entering a completely new reality, as if everything you knew was just a shadow of the truth. As you move into the fifth dimension, you can feel a deep sense of peace, regardless of external circumstances. Problems that once triggered intense emotions now seem like temporary passing clouds. This detachment is not indifference, but a recognition that you are part of a greater divine plan. You may begin to notice things before they even happen, or receive insights that seem to come from a higher source, leading you to choices that are aligned with your soul path. This shift touches not just your thoughts or beliefs, but every part of your personality. It is a profound and comprehensive change that will transform your being. Your body begins to vibrate at a higher frequency, aligning itself with the energy of this fifth dimension. So, are you ready to embrace this profound change in the universe? The next 24 hours will bring waves of change to the chosen ones before the universe plunges them into this profound transformation. If you're ready, write in the comments, "Thank you, universe." And if you are not yet connected to the energy of this channel, you can join by subscribing to the channel. Increased sensitivity to energies and emotions. One of the first signs of entering the fifth dimension is a new sensitivity to energies and emotions, where you begin to feel invisible layers of reality that are beyond normal perception. In this state, they begin to capture vibrations, frequencies, and energies that they were previously unaware of. This experience can be quite profound, often manifesting itself in new and spontaneous ways of connecting with people, nature, and even the places around you. One of the most notable changes is an increased sensitivity to the emotions and energies of others. You may find yourself walking into a room and immediately feeling the mood or atmosphere without anyone saying anything. It's almost as if they have a new sense that allows them to feel the unspoken energy of people and places. This sensitivity to energy isn't just limited to people you know. It can also apply to complete strangers. For example, you may feel a strange sadness as you pass someone on the street, or an explosion of joy around a group of people who are celebrating. It's not just a random feeling. It is as if they are subtly feeling the vibrations they emit. Sometimes this heightened awareness can be overwhelming, especially in busy or hectic places. When they're around a lot of people, it's easy to get caught up in a whirlwind of emotions, which can leave them exhausted or overstimulated. This is because they are feeling many different emotional frequencies at the same time. Each person has a unique emotional frequency, and when these mix in large numbers, it can feel chaotic to someone who is sensitive to them. Places like shopping malls, busy streets, or crowded events can feel particularly intense. Even if you already enjoyed these environments, you may want to start looking for quieter or more peaceful environments, as they allow you to connect with your own energy rather than being influenced by others around you. Nature, on the other hand, often brings a deep sense of peace and stability. In this state, natural environments such as the forest, beach, or mountains have their own energy, but it is harmonious and nourishing compared to the more erratic energy fields found in man-made environments. Being in nature seems to be a form of energetic cleansing or recharging, allowing you to reconnect with yourself in a calm and balanced way. In the fifth dimension, you may be drawn to spend more time outdoors, as the pure organic energy of nature helps you rest, restore, and maintain your balance. With this heightened sensitivity, you may also find that you are more affected by the energy of objects, environments, or even past experiences contained in certain places. This could mean feeling the energy present in a historic building, the warmth in a family heirloom, or the tension in a place where an argument recently broke out. Everything around us has some kind of energetic signature, and in the fifth dimension, these signatures become more noticeable, as if the energy of objects and environments are speaking to you in a silent language. This new level of consciousness involves not only embracing the emotions of others, but also connecting more deeply with your own inner landscape. You may find that you can no longer ignore or suppress your own emotions as easily as before. Emotions that have been unrecognized or repressed may emerge with greater clarity, encouraging you to work on them rather than ignore them. This process can be both challenging and rewarding, as it promotes living in a more authentic and integrated way. By becoming more aware of your own emotional state, you also gain a better understanding of your inner needs and desires, allowing you to live more in tune with your true self. Significant synchronicities and coincidences. Another sign that you are entering the fifth dimension is the frequency of synchronicities. These are meaningful coincidences, the universe's way of showing you that you are on the right path. Entering the fifth dimension often brings with it an increase in synchronicities, those magical moments when things align perfectly, as if orchestrated by an invisible force. These synchronicities are much more than random occurrences. They feel meaning, as if the universe itself is communicating with you and guiding you along your path. Imagine you have been contemplating a new job or a big life decision. You begin to see certain numbers over and over again, like 1111 on clocks, receipts, or license plates. Or perhaps you have felt the need for guidance and suddenly come across the perfect book, find a person with helpful advice, or come across an episode podcast that tells you exactly what you needed to hear. These synchronicities feel too precise to be accidental. They arrive with a sense of purpose, like little messages reminding you that you are exactly where you need to be. In the fifth dimension, these signs and synchronicities become more frequent because your consciousness and connection to the universe are expanding. You are in tune with higher vibrations, allowing you to notice and interpret these significant coincidences. It is as if a veil has been lifted, and you can now see the subtle ways in which the universe is actively involved with you. Instead of just feeling like events are happening to you, there is a sense that everything has a purpose, even the smallest things. For example, you may begin to notice repeated symbols or themes that relate to things you have been thinking about or trying to understand. Maybe you're working on self-love and starting to see reminders everywhere. The word love in song lyrics, hearts in unexpected places, or random acts of kindness that touch you. Each synchronicity aligns with their journey and seems to push them forward, encouraging them to trust themselves and the process. These aren't just random things in your environment. They feel like affirmations that are meant to give them confidence and clarity. Another common type of synchronicity in the fifth dimension is meeting the right people at the right time. You may know someone who shares valuable knowledge or insights, or you may connect with someone who has been through similar experiences and can relate to your current challenges. Sometimes these connections feel destined, like you were destined to meet this person. This is because, in the fifth dimension, you are more connected to the flow of the universe, aligning yourself with the people and experiences that support your growth. Synchronicities often involve numbers, as numbers have their own vibrational energy. Repeating sequences such as 1111, 333, or 555 are especially common and are known as angel numbers. These numbers carry specific meanings. For example, 1111 is often seen as a wake-up call, a reminder to stay alert and aligned with your intentions. It's a gentle touch to tune in and recognize that you are part of a greater universal plan. Other numbers have different messages. For example, 444 may mean that you are being protected and guided, while 555 suggests that changes are on the horizon. The more you notice these patterns and align with their messages, the more you strengthen your relationship with the universe, creating a kind of cosmic conversation. You begin to recognize that you are not separate from the universe. Rather, you are part of its flow. Each synchronicity encourages you to continue trusting the journey, even when facing uncertainty or challenges. It's like having a quiet reassurance that everything is unfolding as it should. This heightened awareness of synchronicities helps build a sense of trust in the invisible forces that guide you. Over time, these signs become like familiar guideposts, offering comfort and support as you navigate life's twists and turns. You may find that once you begin to expect synchronicities, they happen more frequently, almost as if the universe responds to your opening. You begin to feel like you are in a dance with the universe, co-creating your reality through your intentions, choices, and openness to these magical moments. Experiencing time as fluid and non-linear. Experiencing time as fluid and non-linear is one of the most fascinating and sometimes disorienting signs of entering the fifth dimension. In our usual three-dimensional reality, we experience time in a strictly linear manner, where past, present, and future flow in a straight line, moving us from one moment to the next in a predictable sequence. However, in the fifth dimension, this structure begins to loosen, and time itself begins to feel different, almost as if it is folding, expanding, or even collapsing in on itself. It's a bit like entering a new realm, where time is no longer a strict rule, but rather a flexible, fluid experience. One of the first ways people notice this change is in how time seems to pass differently. You may find yourself engrossed in an activity, only to look up and realize that hours have passed, feeling as if only a few minutes have passed. Conversely, a brief moment, like a powerful conversation or a sunset, can feel expansive, as if you were immersed in it for much longer than the actual time that passed. These experiences can be surprising, almost like waking up from a dream and realizing that time has moved at a different pace than you expected. In the fifth dimension, time becomes less about fixed points and more about moments that feel like layers. You may begin to feel that events from your past, present, and even potential futures are all somehow interconnected, coexisting rather than separate. This sensation can make it feel like past memories or experiences are incredibly vivid, almost as if you are reliving them in the present. Likewise, you may have a sense of knowing future possibilities or seeing potential paths that have not yet physically happened, but seem very real. This awareness often makes life feel more complete, as if every moment contains multiple layers of meaning and possibility. Because of this change, the concept of waiting or clock time may start to seem less relevant. Instead of constantly feeling rushed or tied to a schedule, you may feel a greater sense of freedom and patience. Instead of feeling pressured to meet strict deadlines, you begin to trust that events will unfold naturally. In fact, some people describe it as living in flow, where you are less concerned with minutes and hours and more focused on the experience of each moment. When you are in this state, life often feels more peaceful and spacious, as if you are fully present without worrying about what comes next. This expanded sense of time also brings with it the ability to be more present and aware in each moment. You may find that you are noticing more details, feeling deeper emotions, or understanding situations with greater clarity. In some ways, every moment feels richer because you are not just anchored in the now, as defined by the clock, but connected to a larger web of experiences. This connection allows perceptions and intuitions to arise more freely because your mind is not restricted to what is immediately in front. You are able to draw from a broader field of consciousness where insights from your past or guidance for the future seem readily accessible. Of course, This shift in time perception can sometimes feel disorienting, especially if you are used to a structured sense of time. You may worry that you are wasting time or that you are not keeping pace with the outside world. It can also be a little unsettling to feel like past memories or potential future outcomes are right there with you, almost as if the boundaries between them are disappearing. However, these feelings of disorientation are usually temporary as you adapt to this new way of experiencing time. Gradually, you may come to see this fluid sense of time as a gift, one that allows for a deeper connection with yourself and the universe. With this shift comes the realization that time is, in many ways, an illusion or construction. In the fifth dimension, you begin to feel that all of your experiences, whether past, present, or future, are interconnected, almost like chapters in the same book. Each chapter may seem distinct when you read it, but it is all part of a larger story that is unfolding. This understanding brings a sense of continuity and interconnectedness to your life, where each moment is part of a greater whole and nothing is truly lost to time. Feeling a deep sense of peace and detachment. In the fifth dimension, one of the most noticeable changes is a deep inner sense of peace and detachment. This is not the kind of detachment that makes them indifferent or disengaged from life. Instead, it is a deep, comforting feeling of calm and knowing that there is a larger plan at work and that every experience, good or bad, fits within that larger project. As you experience this, the worries and stresses that used to weigh heavily on you begin to lose their hold. Situations and emotions that once triggered frustration or fear seem less consuming, as if you are watching them pass by like clouds in the sky without getting caught up in them. In the fifth dimension, you begin to see your experiences from a higher perspective. Where before you may have felt overwhelmed by every problem or setback, you now feel that life has a natural flow, a kind of rhythm that unfolds with or without your constant worry. It's like being able to step back from your emotions and see them for what they really are, temporary ripples in a much larger ocean. This is not a way to ignore problems or deny how you feel. Rather, it is a recognition that your emotions are just one part of your experience, and that they too will pass. This perspective often brings with it a sense of confidence. You begin to understand that everything happens for a reason, even if that reason is not immediately clear. Challenges that once felt like obstacles now begin to feel more like stepping stones, each with its own purpose. You begin to trust the timing of life, knowing that certain events unfold exactly when they should. As you experience this, the need to control every aspect of your journey disappears. You no longer feel such a rush to make things happen immediately because you trust that what is meant for you will come in its own time. This sense of detachment and peace is not about withdrawing from the ups and downs of life. It's about embracing them with a greater understanding. You may feel joy, sadness, excitement, or disappointment, but you no longer hold on to those feelings or let them define you. It's as if they are watching your life as a story unfolding, and each moment is a page in that story. You realize that no single page or chapter defines the entire book. Instead, each experience contributes to the larger narrative. This understanding allows you to enjoy the good times without fear of losing them, and to go through difficult times without feeling defeated. One of the most beautiful aspects of this peace and detachment is how it affects your relationships. When you are less reactive and more centered, you are able to interact with others from a place of genuine compassion. You no longer take the actions of others so personally, understanding that everyone is on their own journey, with their own challenges and growth. This brings a sense of freedom as you do not feel burdened by resentment or anger. Instead, you feel a natural empathy, recognizing that everyone is doing the best they can within their own level of consciousness. This doesn't mean you condone hurtful behavior, but you are less likely to hold on to hurts, knowing that forgiveness is part of your own peace. Another way this detachment manifests itself is in your sense of purpose. You may find that you are drawn to things that really matter to you, rather than what society or others expect of you. The peace of the fifth dimension helps clarify what feels right and authentic. This clarity allows you to make choices that are more aligned with your true self, bringing deeper satisfaction to whatever path you choose. You begin to value experiences, relationships, and pursuits that feel meaningful and soulful, rather than simply pursuing external goals or validation. The more time you spend in this peaceful state, the more you realize that it is not fragile, not easily shaken by everyday stresses. While life will still present challenges, your inner peace serves as an anchor, helping you navigate difficult times with resilience. This is because fifth-dimensional peace is founded on a deep sense of connection with yourself, with others, and with something greater. You begin to feel as if you are part of a web of existence, where every experience, every person, and every event is purposefully intertwined. Vivid, symbolic dreams. As you begin to shift into the fifth dimension, your dreams often take on a new quality, becoming vivid, symbolic, and full of meaning. Instead of the fleeting or fragmented dreams you may have experienced before, these dreams feel much richer and more layered, almost like journeys into another world. They often remain with you even after you wake up, leaving a sense of deep peace or clarity, as if you have just returned from a place that is as real, if not more real, than the waking world. In the fifth dimension, dreams become a powerful channel for insights, guidance, and connection to realms beyond ordinary perception. These vivid dreams can feel like profound experiences, often carrying symbolic messages or insights that relate to your growth, challenges, or life. You may find yourself dreaming of symbolic people or places that seem significant, even if they are not immediately clear. These symbols can be personal, related to your own internal world, or universal, such as water, mountains, animals, or light. Over time, you may begin to see recurring patterns or themes in these dreams, as if the dream world is speaking to you in a unique language that helps you navigate your path. A powerful aspect of these dreams is the feeling of connection with higher guidance. Many people experience encounters with spirit guides, passed away loved ones, or even symbolic figures who seem to carry wisdom and support. These figures often feel familiar, even if you don't know them in the waking world, and their presence is comforting, as if they are there to offer protection or direction. When you encounter these guides, you may receive messages or simply feel a sense of reassurance and peace that stays with you long after you wake up. It is as if the boundaries between this world and the higher realms have softened, allowing you to access wisdom and comfort directly from the source. In the fifth dimension, dreams can also serve as a form of emotional or spiritual healing. You may find that unresolved feelings, memories, or fears arise in these dreams, giving you a chance to process them in a safe and symbolic way. It's as if your subconscious is working with you, presenting emotions and insights that help you release old patterns and embrace new perspectives. For example, if you have been struggling to let go of a past experience, you can dream about it from a different perspective, allowing you to find closure or understanding. These dreams often feel cathartic, helping you wake up with a sense of resolution or relief, as if a weight has been lifted. Another fascinating quality of these dreams is that they often seem to operate outside of ordinary time. Just as time in the fifth dimension becomes more fluid and non-linear, so do these dreams. You may find that they span different eras or locations, allowing you to explore past lives, possible futures, or alternative realities. For example, you may dream of being in a different historical period or in a place that feels both familiar and otherworldly. These dreams can give you insight into the timeless nature of your consciousness, showing you that your soul's journey is much broader and more expansive than you might have realized. The symbolic nature of these dreams also invites deeper exploration of your own psyche and spiritual growth. Each symbol, emotion, or scenario in these dreams can be seen as a mirror reflecting parts of your internal world that are seeking your attention. By reflecting on the symbols and messages, you can gain insights into your beliefs, desires, and fears. Many people find that keeping a dream journal helps them capture these experiences and reflect on their meaning over time. This practice can reveal recurring patterns, themes, and symbols that guide you toward a greater understanding of yourself. For some, these vivid dreams also serve as a bridge to creativity and inspiration. The imagination, symbols, and insights that come through can spark new ideas, encourage artistic expression, or provide a new perspective on projects or goals. You may find that these dreams fuel your creative energy, as if you are drawing from a well of inspiration that lies beyond the physical world. Connection to nature and feeling oneness with all life. As you move into the fifth dimension, a powerful sense of connection to nature and the interconnectedness of all life begins to blossom within you. This is not simply an appreciation for the natural world, but rather a deep realization that you are an integral part of it. Nature no longer feels separate from you. It feels like a vibrant, living extension of yourselves, a reminder that every tree, river, animal, and element is made of the same energy that flows through you. This awareness brings a deep sense of peace and belonging, as if you have come home to something fundamental and sacred. One of the most striking aspects of this connection is the overwhelming love and respect you begin to feel for the land and its inhabitants. Plants, animals, and even the elements like water, air, and sunlight take on a new level of importance, not as resources to be used, but as companions on your journey. Trees feel like they have wisdom. Rivers feel like veins of the earth, carrying life wherever they flow. Animals feel like teachers, each with a unique role and consciousness that contributes to the harmony of the world. The natural world becomes a never-ending source of inspiration, healing, and knowledge, and you begin to feel responsible for protecting and cherishing it. This connection also brings a sense of unity and reverence for life in all its forms. You begin to see how everything is intertwined, creating a vast and intricate web of existence. Plants, for example, provide the oxygen you breathe, while you, in turn, release the carbon dioxide they need to survive. Birds carry seeds from place to place, helping new plants grow, while insects like bees pollinate flowers, ensuring fruits and vegetables can flourish. There is a sense of harmony and interdependence in every corner of nature, a kind of sacred balance that sustains all life. Recognizing this unity brings a deep sense of humility and gratitude, knowing that you are part of a delicate system that depends on each piece doing its part. With this awareness, the concept of harming nature or exploiting its resources becomes almost unthinkable. Instead, you feel a desire to nurture and protect her, understanding that harming the earth is, in a sense, harming yourself. This respect extends not only to the environment, but to all creatures. You may find yourself feeling more compassion for animals, whether they are pets, wildlife, or those traditionally used for food. You recognize your role in the ecosystem and your right to live your lives freely. This compassion can lead you to make lifestyle changes that honor this connection, whether it's spending more time in nature, supporting environmental efforts, or taking a more conscious approach to the products you consume. Experiencing oneness with nature also changes the way you see yourself. You begin to realize that you are not just an individual moving through life, but part of something much larger, a vast web of energy and consciousness. You begin to understand that your thoughts, emotions, and actions spread through this web, affecting everything around you. This understanding often brings a heightened sense of responsibility, as well as empowerment, because you see that your choices can make a real difference. The more love, kindness, and care you put into the world, the more it radiates back, creating a positive cycle that benefits all life. This sense of oneness with all life also brings a feeling of being fully alive. You may notice that spending time in nature feels like a form of healing or recharging for your soul. Walking through a forest, sitting by the sea, or simply feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin takes on new meaning. It is as if the earth itself is communicating with you, sharing its wisdom and nurturing your spirit. You begin to notice subtle changes in the stations, the intricate designs of the leaves, the pace of the waves, and the songs of the birds, all reminders that life is vibrant and constantly evolving. Desire of authenticity and life with purpose. Finally, entering the fifth dimension changes its priorities. You may feel an overwhelming need to live authentically, leaving behind anything superficial, false, or misaligned with your true self. Relationships, jobs, and habits that once defined them may no longer resonate. This is because the fifth dimension operates in a vibration of truth and integrity, pushing you toward a life of purpose and superior alignment. Conclusion: these are some of the most powerful signs that you are moving to the fifth dimension. Each of these changes brings you closer to a state of true conscience and spiritual evolution. Embrace them, for they are their guides on the journey to a higher consciousness. Remember, the fifth dimension is a reality of pure love, unity, and unlimited potential. As they continue to grow, let these signs encourage them to fully enter the next level of their spiritual awakening. Thank you for joining this exploration in the fifth dimension. Keep your hearts open, remain curious, and trust that your journey is unfolding exactly as it should.